I'm Donna Adamo for the Fox Eyewitness News at 10. A fatal accident in Lysander claims the life of a Baldwinsville high school student. The Fox News at 10 begins now.
You're watching Fox 68 Eyewitness News at 10, where news comes first.
Good evening, I'm Donna Adamo. First on Fox tonight, a promising Baldwinsville high school student is dead after a fatal car crash this afternoon. It is tonight's big story. First on Fox, Fox 68's Rebecca Blanchard is live from Baker High School in Baldwinsville.
Donna, word is still spreading throughout the Baldwinsville community, and many people are still in shock at the death of 17-year-old Bobby Conklin. We actually spoke with the father of one of Bobby's best friends. He says Bobby was on his way to pick up his son, but he never made it. Here's a picture of 17-year-old Bobby Conklin. He was a senior at Baldwinsville High School. He wore jersey number 11 on both the lacrosse and hockey teams. Around 3 o'clock today, he crashed his 2000 Pontiac Grand Am on Henkel Boulevard. The car flipped over and landed in a wooded area next to the road. Authorities say speed may have been a factor in the crash. Right now, medical examiners are identifying his body. They say it took several hours because of the condition of the car after the crash.
Evidently went off to the right side of the road, tried to overcorrect, come back on the road, lost control, went off the right side of the road again, down an embankment and into a swamp. The car turned on its side, took out several trees.
Administrators met tonight with coaches, staff, and counselors to talk about how they're going to deal with Bobby Conklin's death tomorrow at school. And they tell Fox 68 they will hold counseling for any students or staff from 10 to noon tomorrow. For now, reporting live in Baldwinsville, Rebecca Blanchard, Fox 68 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Becky. The tax fight in Salina continues with a promise to make more cuts to the budget there. Town councilors already slashed the spending plan, trying to avoid what could have been a more than 30% hike in property taxes. Well, tonight, neighbors at the meeting say they want more cuts to lower the tax burden. The board promised it will try, but most councilors agree it'll be nearly impossible to get a final figure below a 20% hike, something that did not go over well with taxpayers.
They'd rather sit and nitpick and argue amongst themselves as political rivals than take care of the town and take care of business.
$8.65 a month as the budget currently is a lot of money for some people. And they need to realize that we understand that. And the best thing that we can do is continue to look at these line items.
And by law, the Salina Town Board needs to adopt a spending plan by November 20th. Two Syracuse teenagers are arrested for a group of robberies in the Butternut area. 16-year-old Maurice O'Neill was arrested for robberies that took place August 24th at the 1300 block of Butternut Street, the 19th at the 1200 block in September, on September 24th at Schiller Park and on Butternut Street again, and then on November 2nd on Grumbach Street. Also charged in this is 17-year-old Edward Pam. He's charged with 3 of those 5 robberies, 1 on September 19th and the 2 on September 24th, but police say they still have a lot of work to do.
We don't believe that these guys are responsible for any of the robberies that took place up around the university or in the Eastwood area in early October. And they don't appear to be related to any of the store robberies that we've had over the past few nights.
And there have been 26 recent robberies. Well, Syracuse police are asking everyone to be shrewd witnesses by trying to get a good description of hair, tattoos, or clothing if they are a witness to a robbery. A Syracuse man is recovering tonight after being shot in the face last night. 23-year-old Jeffrey Johnson was shot in the face just after 10:30 on Brighton Ave. A group of people then drove him to University Hospital, where Johnson is in critical condition tonight. Police continue to interview witnesses. And police are investigating if last night's shooting is related to a shots fired call that sent neighbors scattering about today. Police say at least 7 shots were fired on Marguerite Avenue. Witnesses say a group of men took off in a green Ford Taurus. Several people were just a few feet away when they heard the shots ring out. A man accused in the death of his 9-week-old child will go before a judge in Syracuse next week. 37-year-old David Wynn and his wife Jade fled to California last year with their 3-year-old daughter. The couple was arrested in California October 14th on 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Wynn will be extradited back to New York this weekend. His wife Jade died from an undisclosed illness while in police custody November 4th. The Salvation Army bells will be ringing at Central New York malls after all this holiday season. Yesterday, the owners of the Great Northern Mall and Shoppingtown Mall said it was all a misunderstanding that the kettles couldn't be placed in walking areas. The company says a new marketing manager misinterpreted the charity policy. The Salvation Army relies on the local kettle campaigns to bring in tens of thousands of dollars. To make up for the confusion, the mall owners say they will match the public's contributions at the Kettle Drive kickoff, which takes place next Friday. And a holiday tradition is standing tall in downtown Syracuse tonight. The annual Christmas tree theme this year is Holiday Magic in the Square. Workers cut down the 55-foot Norway spruce tree from the yard of David and Lisa Roach of Fayetteville before then trucking it downtown. The annual tree lighting ceremony will be November 25th. And it's perhaps one of the most visited Christmas trees in the world. This year, the tree that will stand in Rockefeller Center comes from Wayne, New Jersey. The 70-foot Norway spruce was cut down Wednesday morning before being loaded onto a 115-foot-long trailer, then transported to Manhattan. The tree will then be hoisted into place where it will stand in its traditional spot next to the ice rink. And it'll feel like it's cold enough night to go a little ice skating. Here's Chief Meteorologist Tom Hoff with his Fox First AccuWeather forecast. Hi, Tommy.
Hi there, Donna, and there is good news. 60 degrees is my projected high temperature for Saturday, and a projected high temperature of 62 here on Sunday. So hang in there. It's going to be cold tonight. Yes, we have some lake effect snow showers out there. A few spots, maybe an inch or two of accumulation. Most prevalent activity so far this evening across southern parts of Madison County and adjacent areas of Otsego County. 37 degrees downtown in Syracuse right now, 36 out at the airport. The winds coming in from the northwest, 8 miles per hour, so at least they've diminished somewhat from this afternoon, and the barometer on the rise. Now, our Fox First forecast for the day tomorrow, I do expect some leftover flurries during the morning, then skies will gradually brighten. Tomorrow, only up to about 43 or 44, then to 60 on Saturday, 62 or higher on Sunday. More details coming up.
Thank you, Tom. Liberal groups are planning a new effort against Supreme Court nominee Samuel Alito, and that tops tonight's news around the nation. The president of the Liberal Alliance for Justice says next week Americans will be offered a different view of Alito's record. The decision was made after Senate Democrats dismissed a filibuster and praised the judge. Alito's nomination to the top court has steadily picked up steam in the Senate since President Bush announced his choice last week. And an inmate who escaped this morning while in a city, going from a city to a county jail in Atlanta has been recaptured. 24-year-old James Henderson fled while being booked. He was wearing plastic handcuffs, though, at the time of his escape, so he didn't get very far. He was arrested 4 hours later, about a mile from the jail. A second Atlanta prisoner also escaped today while being transported to a medical facility. No word tonight if he has been caught. And right now we'll get a first look at sports. To do that, we check in with sports director Kevin Marr and your Fox for Sports. Hi, Kev.
Hey, Donna, coming up in sports, we'll check in with the CBA brothers and the Homer Trojans on the eve of the high school football state tourney. The Lemoyne soccer team plays in the NCAA tournament. We'll get you an update on that. And the Orange are on their way back to the Big Apple, but only after surviving a huge scare against the Cornell Big Red last night. The Ivy Leaguers came up 6 points short of beating the Orange in the Dome. The way they were hitting those threes, I'm surprised they didn't get it done. In the end, it came down to poise as the Orange rallied, won the game, and they may get a date with Bobby Knight's Texas Tech Red Raiders. I'll tell you about that coming up in sports. Donna?
We'll see you then. Thank you, Kevin. Another deadly bombing overseas today, this time in Iraq. And that tops our look at news around the world tonight. 2 suicide bombers detonated themselves inside of a restaurant. 33 people are dead, more than a dozen injured. The blast happened at a Baghdad restaurant popular with police. 7 of the dead are policemen. In Jordan, police arrested a number of Iraqis after yesterday's bombings at 3 hotels. Security forces are trying to capture anyone connected before they flee the country. The death toll has now risen to 56. 2 of the victims were Americans. Al-Qaeda has claimed responsibility, and the group's leader, Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, was denounced today in street demonstrations. Well, the first known cases of the bird flu were reported today in the Persian Gulf. Kuwait confirmed an imported peacock and a wild flamingo have the disease. Health officials are now testing to determine whether they have the deadly H5N1 strain or a weaker variation. China also reported 2 new outbreaks and has quarantined more than 100 people there. Well, they honored their country by fighting for it, but our U.S. veterans are now fighting a war with the federal government. Tonight, a special report, Forgotten Promises.
Timeless.
How much longer is it going to be?
About 5-10 minutes.
Fearless.
Like just walking over there and taking some food off of somebody's plate.
There's $50 in it for you if you do it.
The Chinese Restaurant on the next
Seinfeld.
Tonight at 10:30 on Fox 68.
Toyota owners are going places.
I'm headed to the big time.
Fame and fortune.
Great gas mileage keeps them going. Prius has more than twice the fuel economy of the average mid-sized car. Fact is, you get great MPG from all Toyota cars, like Corolla, Camry, or Avalon.
Sweet.
So wherever you're going,
Road trip!
Toyota's honored to take you there. Now, lease a Camry for just $199 a month, or lease a new Avalon for just $289 a month. Toyota, moving forward.
Prices are falling store-wide with style, color, and selection at Goldberg's. Warm, rich cherry finish with beautiful matched veneers. This all-wood contemporary bedroom on sale, $9.99. This oak front sofa with contrasting pillows, lush chenille fabric, $5.98 on sale. No payments, interest-free for a year. We beat any price, any day. Furniture delivery within 3 days or less. Goldberg's, a central New York tradition. Sale ends soon.
Every cigarette is doing you damage. Smoking creates blood clots, which can cause strokes. Some strokes kill, blind, or paralyze. Others you don't even know you're having. This is the result of a minor stroke in a smoker, aged 38. Every cigarette is doing you damage.
It is the all-new 2006 Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV for 14 years. It has a completely redesigned interior that is as quiet as a luxury car, available with an all-new navigation system, and an engine with more horsepower with a 10% increase in fuel efficiency. It will be yours for just $299 a month for 24 months. A new 2006 Explorer Eddie Bauer 4x4 for just $299 a month. Only at your local Ford store.
It's beginning to sound a lot like the holiday season in downtown Syracuse. We'll explain first thing in the Fox Eyewitness News at 7.
In tonight's Fox Focus, they survived sniper fire and world wars, but some believe veterans' worst enemy is right here at home. Reporter Don Hammond investigates their fight with the federal government over forgotten promises.
We go again.
I'm disappointed in the government.
Same old story.
Sergeant Major retired Robert Gibson was in charge of a large military recruiting command. Gibson says he was told to push the lifetime health care promise that enticed many men and women to make the military a profession.
They were selling a product. They were promises. At that time, they were valid, but things have changed.
This Army recruiting brochure reads, superb health care is provided to you and your family members while you are in the Army and for the rest of your life. After retirees had to start paying a portion of their health care in the mid-90s, they even tried to take these forgotten promises to the Supreme Court. But the court refused to take the case, citing a lower court that said promises by recruiters were invalid because only Congress could authorize to pay for military health care. But Congress did authorize to pay for the printing of the material that made the military health care promise as late as 1992.
And now I'm here at the headquarters of the government printing office, where initially leaders inside agreed to talk to News Central about the process it takes to put these Department of Defense recruiting and retention pamphlets together. But after learning I was looking into promises made to former members of the military, all of a sudden they had no time to be interviewed.
Well, let me tell you, when the military goes out to recruit somebody and they make a promise of health care for you and your family for the rest of your life, it seems to me a total betrayal of trust to somehow turn around and say, Sorry, guys, that was just the military telling you that.
Maryland Congressman Van Hollen is looking for co-signers for his legislation that would honor promises made to the military members.
Well, the Congress needs to remedy this injustice.
We're here at Arlington National Cemetery, where thousands took their promise to the grave, not far from the Pentagon, where the health care promise was made. However, no one at the Department of Defense, nor anyone they put us in contact with, would agree to an on-camera interview to explain why thousands more will die, wondering why Uncle Sam has let them down.
Well, it'll be downright cold tonight, but a warm-up is just around the corner. Up next, Chief Meteorologist Tom Hoff has his Fox AccuWeather forecast. Stay tuned. Also, why the simple life seems to get more difficult for Nicole and Paris. That's coming up in the buzz.
It's good chicken. 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 Chicken.
Chicken! Ow!
When you're talking chicken, just say McDonald's. We have something for every taste, like our new premium chicken sandwiches, chicken select strips, chicken McNuggets, and premium salads.
Find big weekend savings at Kaufman's Veterans Day sale. A weekend of 40% off savings. Get 40% off cashmere for him and her. Coats for her, 40% off. Fur boots, mufflers, and vests are 40% off. Save 40% on all IZOD during IZOD week. Down comforters are on sale. Cookware sets are only $49.99. Your shopping pass saves you an extra 20% during the Veterans Day sale. Right now at Kaufman's.
You're only going to get fresh baked apple pie, homemade applesauce, and fresh pressed cider at this diner. You want to know our secret recipe for success? Charlie! You got it, right from the orchard. Homegrown New York State apples. No matter what we make or bake, we start with fresh and end up with the best. I'd skip the meatloaf. Go right to the pie.
Tangy, tart, or sweet, there's a New York State apple to suit your taste. New York State apple growers, millions of local branches near you.
How do you like them apples?
What if a car had no name? What if you had to choose a car based strictly on its styling, its performance, its reliability, its value? And what if the blending of all those qualities led you to one conclusion? No doubt about it, the Accord from Honda.
Every time you look in the mirror, every time you put it on, you will remember it was the perfect shopping day. 100 fabulous outlet stores. Savings of 25 to 65% every day. Waterloo Premium Outlets off the New York State Thruway between exits 41 and 42. It's outlet shopping evolved.
I don't know about you, Tom, but today was a glove and scarf day for me.
It wasn't cold. It felt like about 25 degrees out there at times during the day. 60 degrees our projected high for Saturday and 62 on Sunday. Now, as we look at the radar tonight, the big story, the lake effect snow showers, most prevalent across parts of Madison and Chenango counties. And we'll see more light snow showers for the overnight. The other big story, the cold temperatures out there. It feels like 24 degrees. Even during the day tomorrow, it's still going to be relatively chilly across the northeast. Notice the milder air beginning to filter on in from the west, and that trend will continue as we head into and through the weekend. So tomorrow, still kind of chilly, couple of flurries in the morning, then skies will clear. The weather map for Saturday, still cool during the morning, but here comes a warm front, and during the afternoon, we climb up to about 60, and even warmer here during the day on Sunday. The winds will begin to pick up Sunday afternoon, so even though we'll make it up to about 62, with the increasing winds, it will feel a little bit cooler than that. And then by Monday, or Sunday night into Monday, this cold front will move on through in a considerably weaker form. Now, if you're traveling anywhere from Syracuse tomorrow, with the exception of Seattle, the weather's going to be good. Boston tomorrow, a high of 48. Our nation's capital up into the mid-50s. Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport should be a decent day with a high of 65. Miami, a projected high of 81. And check this out, around Denver tomorrow, 72 degrees. St. Louis with a high of 70. Chicago 65. Minneapolis 66. That's where our warmer temperatures are coming from. Seattle, some showers, mid-40s, and quiet weather for San Francisco and Los Angeles. Our Fox First forecast for the remainder of this Thursday night, cold with minor snow showers and a low temperature of 30. And then for the day tomorrow, a few morning flurries, then skies becoming mostly sunny at a high of only 43. So where's the warm-up? Well, here you go. In our Foxcast for Saturday, a mix of sun and clouds, a high of 60. Windy on Sunday with sunshine followed by thickening clouds, a high of 62. A fairly quiet Monday, then some thunderstorms likely on Tuesday. Donna.
Thank you, Tom. Coming up, one team practices while another team chows down on the eve of the high school football state tournament. Kevin's got your story. Sports is next.
With its 3.7-liter fuel-efficient V6 engine and standard electronic stability program, the Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo delivers its best on-road performance ever. But underneath it all, it's still a Jeep 4x4. During November only, get $1,000 bonus cash that gets you a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for around $22,500.
Is your home or office in desperate need of a paint job? Then Women at Work is just what you've been looking for. Whether it's commercial or residential, we offer a wide variety of services, including interiors, exteriors, power washing, brush, roll, and spray. Our company promises excellent workmanship in a timely manner, all at an affordable price. Women at Work is ready to help you. So call us today at 315-423-5443 or see our ad in the Yellow Pages.
Now that's a healthy kid. Get the comprehensive health coverage your kids need and deserve. Child Health Plus. Great coverage, little or no cost. Everybody wins.
It is the all-new 2006 Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV for 14 years. It has a completely redesigned interior that is as quiet as a luxury car, available with an all-new navigation system and an engine with more horsepower with a 10% increase in fuel efficiency. It will be yours for just $299 a month for 24 months. A new 2006 Explorer Eddie Bauer 4x4 for just $299 a month. Only at your local Ford store.
Catch the Fox Funnies weeknights beginning at 6 on Fox 68 Cable 8.
The Orange let out a collective, whew, good evening, everyone. A nail biter, a squeaker, an escape. The Orange don't care what you call last night's game against Cornell as long as they can call it a win in their record. But there was a lot of deodorant being put to the test. If you were there among the 17,000, you sweated this one out because the Big Red came to play. Cornell hit almost half of its threes. They took the lead with 12 minutes left to go, held it for about another 8 minutes. But that's when the Orange buckled down on defense and came up with a few clutch shots. They escape with a win instead of a very embarrassing loss.
It's all about, you have to buckle down when it comes down to it. And, you know, we did a pretty good job of that. They came out and played great. You have to tip your hat to them. So, you know, I'm just happy that we didn't quit.
For us to just stay poised, it was just tremendous. And the main thing is that our young fellas was able to, our young guys was able to get in there and stay poised when maybe my freshman year or the juniors' freshman year, a lot of guys wasn't able to step in there and do that.
And you see that trophy above Terrence's head. He won that for being the regional MVP of the tourney. Last night, he racked up 19 points. He had 14 rebounds. And on this dunk, he almost broke a rim. Check it out. He bent it, but it didn't bend back.
I was trying to break it. The ref told me to stay up the rim. I wasn't hanging on the rim, but hey, I do what I can. That's one of my goals, breaking the rim. So.
I'm sure he'll have a few more chances. As the saying goes, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And if that's the case, the CBA brothers have got to be feeling a little pain in their necks right now. The reigning kings of big school, high school football, ready to start defending their championship. The brothers play Union Endicott Saturday afternoon in the state quarterfinals. CBA is a big favorite. They've won 23 straight games. And as the defending AA champs, they've been here and done that just last year. But how scary is this? The guys say they still have room to improve.
So, we got us seniors got 16 more days left with these younger guys, so we really want to make the best of what we can. We know that we got to work hard every day. You know, it is a day thing. It's a day-by-day thing.
There's quite a bit of pressure. There's a lot of stuff riding on our shoulders, but hopefully we can get out there and perform.
Meanwhile, the Homer football team plays their state quarterfinal game tomorrow afternoon. Tonight, yeah, you got to load up on the carbs, guys. That's what you do. Weekly Tim dinner, pasta, salad, all the garlic knots you can handle. The Trojans have never won a state championship, so good luck to them. And the Lemoyne soccer team went one and done in the NCAA tourney. Dolphins kicked out today by Franklin Pierce. Look at that score, 5-0. Tough way to end the year. That'll do it in sports. Back to you, Donna.
Thank you, Kevin. Here's what's coming up on CBS 5 News at 11, part 2 of our series on domestic violence. We take you on the Syracuse streets as detectives search for suspects accused of domestic abuse. It's part 2 of a 4-part series on domestic violence. It is not a shame, it is a crime. Well, the next season of The Simple Life won't be so simple after all, and that's what's topping the buzz tonight. Last night on The Tonight Show, Nicole Richie told Jay Leno she won't be doing any scenes together with Paris Hilton. Richie says it's great that she doesn't have to be with her ex-friend. Neither will reveal the reason for their unfriendly feud, but Richie says there is no chance they'll reconcile. Even though Fox canceled The Simple Life, the show's production company is hoping to place it on another network. And here's why we're up at 10:30 at night. Ladies, if you're feeling a little chilly this winter, there is a new invention just for you. A leading Japanese lingerie company unveiled a heated bra perfect for the winter season. Now, the bra made by Triumph Company contains special pads filled with an eco-friendly gel that can be heated by the microwave or hot water bottle. Japan's government is encouraging people to conserve on winter heating to reduce fuel consumption and conserve energy stocks. And apparently one has something to do with the other. I have heated seats in my car.
I don't know what you said. You lost me at heated bra.
Yeah,
I have
I'll
no
talk
idea.
to Carrie about that. I don't know. I think it kind of lost me, too. There's other
Good
ways,
stuff.
I guess.
Well, otherwise, you might need that heated bra tonight. It's going to be
You okay,
cold.
Tom?
Yeah, I'm fine. Tonight and tomorrow. But look at this for Saturday. A mix of sun and clouds with a high of 60. And for Sunday, up to 62. We do expect a fairly significant cool down by the middle part of next week.
And that'll do it for us for tonight. We hope you have a great night ahead. You okay, Kev?
Just go to
You
commercial.
sure?
Yeah, quickly.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Seinfeld.
Next at 10:30 on Fox 68.
Strike it rich with